Hello, art students. Today we're going to do a rose drawing. You're going to need a red marker and a red colored pencil. So red marker, red colored pencil. It doesn't really matter what kind of marker or colored pencil you use, as long as you have one of each. I am going to use this red Sharpie, but you can use pretty much any kind of marker you would like. So rose can be really confusing if you don't know how to draw one. So first thing we're going to do is draw a rose with a red marker. And we're going to make it as simple as possible. So pick a spot on your paper. You want to start by going one, and then doing kind of a wavy line over, and then kind of come back down like you're going to touch those together, but you don't. Then after that, you're going to come up and curve around like that, but don't touch. Then you're going to come back up here, curve back around like that, and again, don't touch. And this is the center of our rose, and we're just making one that's fairly wide open. The petals kind of are wavy and kind of just spread wide and just moving around. After that, you're going to start here. You're going to come to the bottom, curve up so it connects, and curve back like that. Then you're going to do the same thing going to the other side like that. You're going to come up, curve back, come up, curve back, come up, and you're going to start putting some little points. And as you go around, you want to go around in a circle shape. And you can shape the petals however you want. You just want to make them come out and keep that circle shape. You just come up with a curved line, come back, come up, and I'm going to do like a wavy line on that one, like that leaf is wavy. When roses are fully open, their petals become very wavy, and they can have several different bumps on them. They can be pointed, they can be totally round. You just want to come up, and see I made a little wavy line at the bottom. You can do however you want. You just want to make sure that you come out, have a point or two, make them wavy. Doesn't really matter. And I'm almost done. I'm going to do like one more right there. So I've got a rose. It's just very open. It's very wavy. So that's the basic shape. If you want to, you can stop there and you can call your artwork done. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some colors here and there to show shadow with a color pencil. And we're just going to pick out areas and certain petals with the color pencil. So I'm going to start in the middle just like I did with a marker, and I'm going to just color in an edge like that, just up and down and stop. Come over here and notice I'm curving with the shape of the petal. So this one went like this one goes like that. I'm not going to do the whole petal, just parts of it. I'm going to come up, see how I went to curve. I am mimicking or redoing this shape. I'm copying this shape right here, this curve. So I'm going to curve that a little bit. Then we go over here and I'm going to curve up along this edge on this side. And all the ones on this side are going to go this direction. So I'm going to curve a little bit right here. And this one I'm going to bring down a little further to where it touches here, but I'm still going to keep the curve. And that's what's important, is keeping that curves that you created with the marker. So then I'm going to curve over here. Curve over here on the outside. And you can pick how much to leave white. You just don't want to color the whole thing in. Otherwise, you're basically just coloring everything exactly the same, making it all one color. You don't want to do that. So on this one, we're going to curve like this. Just on that little edge right there, coming around, just like that. Down here, we're going to curve around the bottom. We're also going to do something a little different, okay? We're going to add something else. You have this petal right here, so we're going to color it on the edge, just like the rest of them. But see, we're going to pretend like there's light making a shadow from this petal onto this petal. So we're going to put a little bit of a curved shadow with the red, just like that. So it looks like this petal is above this petal and it made a little shadow like that. And because we did this one, we're also going to do this one. See how this curves? So we're going to put a little shadow right there on this curve. Now up here, we're just going to go across the edge just like we did with this one. And on this one, we're going to just curve around this little edge right here. Like that. Now, on this side, you have two options. You can do the exact opposite, so you curve this way. Or you can keep it all the same and you'll just put curves on this side, which won't be many. So I'm going to do the opposite. So what I'm going to do is when I have the curves here, I'm going to do them like this on that one. And then once again, over here, I'm copying. See how it's opposite direction on this? Same thing over here. I'm going to curve around. Curve on this bottom part right here. Curve on this right there. Right here along this edge. Right here along this edge. Right here on this side. Now you notice this has two. One that curves this way, one that curves that way. Curve on the bottom here. Curve on the bottom here. Okay, now just like this one, we're going to pretend this casts a shadow here. So curve with this curve, and then curve with this curve, and we're going to make it pointed just like this leaf right here. So it shows just a little bit more, just like that. And we got to finish this one right here. And a little curve there. A little curve there, and just a tiny little curve there. And it just adds a little bit more to your basic line drawing that you made with the marker. So put a little shadow there. Now I'm going to come back. You see where you got these points? I'm going to make it to where it looks like there's a crease in the flower. There's like a little fold. So we're just going to put a little line like that. A little line like that. Little line there. And it's just going to the ones that have a really sharp point. And you don't have to do that. It just adds, like I said, just a little bit more to your artwork. So just did a couple of those like that. So there you go. Hope you learned something. Hope you had fun. This can take a lot of practice, and guess what? I missed a petal right there. Did you see that? Did you guys notice that? Missed a petal. See, even I make mistakes. I've been doing this for years. So let me double check, make sure I got all the petals and all the little corners. And you'll want to do that with your own artwork. Always check to make sure that you got every little thing that you want. And you can put a little bit of a color right here and a shadow in between these two. And if you want, you can bring a little bit of shadow here, again, following this rule. If there's a shadow here, this is over this, so we'll put a curve here and a curve right there. And I think that's pretty good. So, hope you learned something. Hope you had fun. This takes a lot of practice to get good at it, so you just got to practice, practice, practice. I would practice drawing with the marker first until you get a good rose type shape. And then from there, once you have that done, then I would start really practicing adding the colored pencil on top. So take care, enjoy, stay creative.